What is up YouTube, and welcome back to another RiftGuides WildRift video. We are back with the HEARTSTEEL stacking the Swain Omega tank gameplay. Full resolve tree into Ingenious Hunter with HEARTSTEEL as well as Redemption. With that, you turn into an invincible tank that is primarily existing to just soak damage for your team. On your own, in early to mid game, like early game you're not that strong, mid game you peak in terms of your power, but then since you don't build any AP, you just become like a pressure sponge. Oh, beautifully placed third ability, but will this actually be enough? Vayne just truly isn't a champion. Flash, auto tag. Oh, he sadly died, so not worth it, so sad. Vayne as a champion feels bad, man. Anyway, back into the action we go. Okay, as you've seen on today's stream, I've played a little bit more support because, yeah, well, there's going to be a support video. I will not make it a secret. Similar to the mid lane video, it's handcrafted, everything like written in on paper, so you know what's gonna happen. You know, everything is like more detailed, not like the shenanigans that you can just cook up within 5 minutes. And I really hope you guys will like it. I don't know, have an ETA yet for that one. I still need a few games on support, I think, to just capture all I need, and then we'll be ready to go. Okay. Kalista getting a lot of stacks onto the Vayne here. It's a little bit sketchy. But yeah, it's funny. Sorry for the yawning. It's funny because Kalista lost 880 level 1, and they got still cucumber stomped level 1, even though Kalista got reeled in like a fish. It's crazy. Big stacks, okay. Swain already at 128 stacks. Definitely not a bad thing at 155, honestly. Maybe if you stack so much HP, honestly, just go Titanic Hydra for fun, no? I can pretty much imagine it could be like a completely for fun build. Glacial saving this Sona's life. Classic. But I should definitely try it for fun. And just see how much of a difference it could make. I don't think it makes too much of a difference, but considering how much HP I gain, maybe, you know, maybe in one of these for fun streams, you know. But yeah, back to this business. Swain as a champion spikes in terms of power during mid-game. Later on, as I said, he only turns into a pressure sponge as well as some annoying CC. At least with the tank build. That is what you have to keep in mind. Okay, Vayne walking up for that. Oh, this is just the craziest thing, right? Just because there was a hex tech thing, she's like, let's go in. Yeah, nice flash by him because, oh no. It's so sad. It was a nice flash by him because otherwise he would have died from the Kalista rend. Oh, let me accelerate this one a little bit so we don't have the death screen in front of us. I remove the mouse so you don't get pain in your eyes. Oh, that's so sad. Oh, people, just please don't pick Vayne bot. Just don't do it to yourself. Honestly, don't grief your team like this. It's not worth it. It is not worth it at all. Okay, they need to be really mindful. On next Sona ult, I think Vayne gets one shot. Because then they have Sona ult, Kalista knockup with ult as well, and enough time to place spears, while Swain will not have enough damage to, just counteract this at all. It's not gonna be possible. So yeah, Vayne is it's not making this person's life easy. Most definitely is not. Now Xin Zhao will get a bot lane kill onto the Yone, and here we go. Instantly killed. 24 seconds until the objective, so the death is inconsequential towards the objective. Why do they... Guys, okay. Anti-healing against Dr. Mundo early game is not going to make the difference. I hate to break it to you. He is not healing for that much. I hate to break it to you. It gets better as the game goes on. So anti-healing gains value, so you should not skip out on your first item and delay it. Because the entire matchup changes once you have Blade, you just roll over Dr. Mundo. You don't want to invest into stats you don't want at this point in time, because they're not good enough compared to, for example, Blade Completion. Looking for a roam here, already Giga delayed. That was definitely not a good roam. Okay, pretty good play by Grace. He knew he was dead, so he just committed. Let's see, does he get the kill here? He should. The next shotgun hit. Nice one. So the reason why his roam wasn't good, like the play extended towards mid side, because obviously the enemy is going to run in a certain direction towards safety, so they will run towards mid side. So his flank, because the enemy was already, like, they were already losing, there was no point for him to approach from that angle. Now the next issue with that play he committed to was leaving Vayne alone for no gain. That is basically the issue. However, he salvaged the situation by spotting Xin Zhao griefing and punishing him. So it's less bad than it actually would be, if you get what I mean. Okay, HEARTSTEEL is now built. Stacking is going to commence. That dive is... oh, that was so close. The claw nearly hit, no? I could have spelled the death to Xin Zhao. Ari's got one charge left. Also flashes away. Tough life. The flash abusers unite and they get the mid lane task still. And Yone didn't pick up the Scorpion. Okay, he's still in lane. Sona being hooked in, but there's no way she dies. There's not enough damage, yeah. Karma mid. Oh, the turn with the Sona ultimate. The Swain will not die, but the Karma might actually... yeah, the Karma might just die. The Swain is a little bit tankier. Oh, yeah, he's dead though, right? Oh, nice pull. That saved him. That actually saved him. No way. Oh my god, that was so clutch. That was so clutch, and he got blue buff as well. The game is safe for the Swain, but still, like, so far, he has been thrown around, like I was thrown around today on Yaximus. Oh, very good pickup. He now has made sure he has infinite mana. Catalyst means infinite mana on Swain. Okay, Yone has also spiked with Blade, so we are eating well. Beautiful Stoneplate pickup as well, realizing it's a massive item spike for just 500 gold. Quite literally doubling your HP. Ah, sad didn't get the catch here. But so far, like, the issue is... he is, again, just a pressure sponge. Like, look, he's a tickle fiend. And that's all he does. He baits them in so Yone can find an angle to just go in. He is just frontlining, wasting enemies' time, hoping to catch somebody, like on the fishing, with the fishing pole. And then once he reels them in, his teammates bounce. Like, bounce on the target. On his lonesome, like, he doesn't really provide anything. If you compare it to other engage supports that can just walk up, jump in, or like reliably engage from range, he can't really do this. He simply exists and needs to hope that people hit him. Funnily enough. Because he alone is he's not a threat at all. That's the funny part. But in WildRift, people will hit... it's similar to the Zillion thing on PC that happened a while ago, where they build Warmogs, etc. It's like, hey, just don't hit him. Just ignore him. He's worthless. It doesn't matter what he does. He just exists. Just kill the other people. Like, he's no threat at all. But the other people, they are a threat. You see, he just stood there for the last 19 business days, and all he did at most was tickle the enemy's feet, and they chuckled. That's it. But the thing is, if the enemy actually does attack him, if they focus on them, on him, and use cooldowns, then the Swain gains so much value. Like right now, he has achieved a point where he offers constant value to the team with redemption, finds a good CC rotation on the enemy here. But yeah, you see, like, he is a tickle fiend. Like, his Graves is trying his hardest, but now, like, he just exists here. He can hope to maybe kill the Sona in 19 rotations after 19 days. You see? But being such a nuisance has also its advantages, right? People get really frustrated. They want to kill you. And your HP bar right now, like, look, it's half. But your HP bar right now is still that of a full HP Yone. So people get baited, they want to kill you because you're quote-unquote low HP. Plus, they just really get overall baited by you just existing, and people have this perception of certain champions being squishy or weak. And when you're a support champion that isn't normally like a Nautilus, Leona, etc., people really believe that anything that touches you just kills you. You see how the enemy got debated? On, like, it's not, okay, baited is the wrong word, but just take a look at the fight. Like, this fight is terrible, Swain doesn't have ultimate, and they should never go for this, but look what happens. They see the Swain, and they go for it. Obviously, in this instance, his team should never do this, because look, they have a Karma mid lane, Swain support, and Iona who just walked up, and neither of them had cooldowns. Nice condemn by the Vayne. Vayne forgot that Jin Zhao has no cooldowns, and just died. But this, obviously, with a better outcome, like, baiting like this when it's actually good, is exactly what Swain's support needs to happen. Unless he gets these miracle claw, like, yoinks back into the team. That's like the ultimate dream. And exactly what he needs to get in order to just find, like, big value in the game. Pressure Sponge, the enemy Kalista was not focusing him. But you see, he's super tanky, Gargle now popped, there's 1000 spears, like 1000, and he just dies. Because there's just not enough damage with him, he just exists. But the thing is, when the game extends, him wasting time becomes an incredible resource. Because if the enemy continues down the path of wasting time on him, or viewing him as a threat, then the value of him just increases constantly, because as the game goes on, the time to kill for certain champions drops disgustingly low. For example, Yona on 3 or 4 items. If he sees you, and you just have one moment where you just don't pay attention, you're dead. Graves, if he gets to hit your backline because he has flash into like a full combo instantly, you're dead. And that is exactly what he's constantly trying to give his team as an opportunity. Which, in theory, is useless, because if people are actually understanding what's going on, it will not work out. But as WildRift, people constantly mess up, and he gets away with whatever he wants to do. Yeah, and now the fun with the Callista starts to happen. Like, what are you doing, Swain? Like, what can you do? CC hits? Okay, because the CC hit, he nearly got the Callista one-shot by the teammates. Yeah, I really think he needs a proper form of permanently applying anti-heal. I think he could have purchased, like, at least Oblivion Orb. If he wants anti-healing now for the Sona as well, like in general, because he constantly applies it just pressing ult. Yeah, it's so difficult to catch the Callista, but yeah. They have enough champions to actually accomplish this feat, and now with the formation broken, Callista dead, maybe some bounties, okay. This will be a free dragon here. Should be potentially a free dragon. Oh, the Karma got charmed. Okay, hold up. Nobody of them should face check. The Swain should be the one face checking, walking up, so Karma had no business walking so far ahead. Ari will just jump away, there's nothing they can do. Now with Karma dead, then the location. Ooh, that was just a juicy one tap. But yeah, you are kinda dead, my G. There's nothing he can do. He can just exist. Gives them a ward. So they can maybe enter. They can't. It's gone. Okay. Hold up, let me see items. Okay, items. Ari with a crown. Ari, what the hell are those items? Like, okay, let me whip out the epic pen. Hold up. This is going to be a little bit painful. Okay, let's break it down. Okay, here. Into Mundo, you don't need to rush this, you can build it on the second slot. You would rather have this as fast as possible because Mundo is very susceptible to percentage life damage and Yona loves the attack speed of the item, so you don't want to delay it by 800 gold. That is not something you want to do. Number 2. I hope you rush these boots, otherwise life is a little bit terrible, I believe. This year is pretty much whatever, that's the fun part. He started with anti-healing as well, though not sure why. Anti-shielding against the Karma as well as the Yon. Yeah, this is a fine anti-shielding pickup, not too shabby. Really questionable, you play into a Karma, your thing will be permanently procced. Not sure why, not sure why you have a fully completed Morellonomicon. Makes no sense. And you have 3 items, no Rabadon, you're griefing your item build. Entirely. Callista, so far so good. I assume she swapped to these boots later on or started with these, I don't know, but it's a good pickup, it's a very good pickup, so she doesn't get one shot. This will be a GA, and she needs to probably have some more HP somewhere. Like, she can actually debate going Cleaver, so she has more HP to play around, honestly. Sona, nothing unusual to see. Swain here, the question is, do we not want to spend 900 gold to make sure that we apply constant anti-healing AoE? Once we see the team, it's not really that important, it's fine. But yeah, you will just be a pressure sponge with CC, you're Vayne, whatever you do, you don't exist anyway. Karma, I don't know why you have a completed Morellonomicon, no enchantment, this is 80k, it's quite normal to not have an enchantment here, it's whatever, doesn't really matter too much. But yeah, both mid laners are griefing beyond redemption, but one is getting away with it. And yeah, classic WildRift. Look at the Graves damage. Ho, 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 ho. He just popped that guy. You know, it would be so nice if the Karma, like, if she wants to be utility based, honestly, just pick up Nullify, Oblivion Orb and build the Trident. Because Sona is more bot shield than anything else, and then you gain Giga value because you constantly apply it via AoE damage. Nice try by the Swain. Probably thanks Swain, so a little bit harder to pick up those utility items because he doesn't really have any AP. and without any AP, the shield cut is relatively low on AoE abilities, and Swain only has AoE abilities, so it's kinda rough. Okay, the Elder was picked up. They weren't able to get close. Karma just ran it down once again. We go in for the Yeet, pick up another set of stacks. The enemy team might just go, like, they might just gone too far. Like, Callista, yeah, they just won the game and chose to lose. Because if the enemy team just went with Elder to Baron at this time, how do you defend? You simply don't. So the enemy just chose to lose the game to go for kills that do not matter. Because the enemy team can't walk into you when you have Elder and have the positional advantage at Baron. Aiming Swain W is so annoyingly hard. It's honestly the hardest mechanic in the game when you have to manually aim it. Apart from Fiora short Q. Oh my god, Graves, you are a menace. He is the hero we need, the hero we want, but not the hero, like, we don't deserve this guy for what he has just done. We do not deserve this legend. We do not deserve any of this. Big fight happening, the T-Hex doing some work, lasering sideways, Swain is just taking so much damage. Not everyone on the enemy team has anti-healing as it seems, because he just got a huge chunk of HP back. Yeah. He just tanked up everything. So let's just go back and look at the fight, okay? Okay. Who is currently, like, a primary target? Vayne, Yone, and Graves. Let's see who they're hitting the entire time. Mundo just walks in alone, dies. Nobody's hitting anyone else but the Swain, but the Yone jumped in. When you pay close attention, you see Yone bottom left. Yone ults in, and now only then. Not everyone is hitting Yone. You see on the right side, the Ahri is dashing away. And the Yone lives with 1 HP. And all the high priority targets are left alone, untouched. Because people constantly bash their head into a wall, trying to kill the tank Swain. Nobody forced them to make a play. Nobody forced them to walk mid lane. Nobody forced them to play into Baron. They simply could have chosen not to. But it's WildRift, so they will do. And the Swain is doing a wonderful job of tanking up this tower to make sure his team will end the game by just soaking up all the damage. As he did before with the players, he's also doing the same thing against NPCs or towers. And with that, we are at the end of this video. Make sure to check out their channel in the description below. I hope you liked the video. Hope you liked the insights. If you want to catch me streaming, make sure to hit the subscribe button. And make sure to turn on the bell. I'm streaming quite frequently recently. I don't know, that's kind of weird to be honest. And I'm streaming all roles. I've played a lot of mid, I've played a lot of top and a lot of support. Like, well, I've started playing support recently again. Yeah, you'll hear a lot of laughter, a lot of pain, a lot of agony, and you'll probably relate to it a lot because I like to be honest and not a liar. And yeah, thank you for watching. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment to boost the algorithm, and we see each other more for soon. What? We see each other soon for more RiftGuides content. What am I even speaking? English Premium XD. So yeah,